today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers are in single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it here. This is James White.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing, Jones. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Charles, we're going to look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did, because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. He's in. James White. 23-yard run. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success. What a game.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get a game film to work off of. A tendency to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
fielded just outside the goal line. He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense. Led by their second-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Absolutely no one surprised that the Dolphins didn't invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick in the opening week 8. Miami did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic. And in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
And Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But you're also hoping that the guys who have to play with them, the next man up mentality kicks in, those guys take care of business. Coming in, you really like the chance to have a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he drives this one back into the end zone. Patriot defense gets a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear? Balls in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet. Touchdown.
Fully connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception and navigating his way into the end zone to the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Out as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right to share here. Now, as a quarterback, are you going to push this go around?
Just because of what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to put them loose enough, give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because these defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I think the first part of your has to be being left-handed. You've got to find out if he can move to his right, does he continue to be accurate? So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. He loves those short to intermediate route first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want to prove it to you first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start throwing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
Double digits and the game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the Kiki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're about bound when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop
the lead. So 3 points there. That helps them inch a bit closer.
If you're losing, and any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Gunner bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are catching us this early, or would you prefer a game like this being a few weeks down the road?
I should like the matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason right out you get we're playing a division game. Second, it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one punch at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that when you do get injuries down the stretch. Last but not least, let's face it, for TV people, a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook. Now 2nd and short. What do you think of this shot here?
Where you go? Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So now 1st and 10 as they cross into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. That's right. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, it's Tua. Rolling to his right. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, looked like a quick hitter, 3-step drop, but when it's not there, you do. He elects to try and escape the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Second down and goal. Tua being chased out, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Dietrich Wise. He's the culprit, coming in for a 2-yard loss.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure. So the ball's got to come out fast. You got to get out of his hands.
Really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. But this is 3rd and goal. Can't ask it. And he's going to fall his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Myles Gaskin, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. The extra point good, and the roughing call moved the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to be deep if you can land the kickoffs inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails to the end line. Here comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
My old college coach right now. That's all they talk about, and maximizing opportunities.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They hand this off to Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty good game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Passing game, maybe it's about time most receivers like that get involved in the running game.
That is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play of who might end up with the ball.
This is Smith with the Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. That's best part of his game. Has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Looking to throw. Jones. Escapes the sack. That's Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Patriots add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week one.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
For the extra point is Folk. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Tua, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we've got a football game going.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
59 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff,
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for New England. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
and this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run with Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And the ball is out. And the Patriots have it. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Damian Harris to the Patriot offense, ready to take over again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they did cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one will be touched down right at the 30-yard line. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 2nd and 7, Jones completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 88 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 36.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Jones on first down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Here's a toss right side with White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. This is Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Full connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take out all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away, and he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. And Dietrich Wise, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Damian Harris to the Patriot offense, ready to take over again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And some space here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 181 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne from 19 yards away. And the Patriots have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receiver.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw?
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Tua forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Sanders' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. Caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. It's caught. Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now it's on with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Hand him the ball. He might want to get out of the way.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive pass, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is still away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Jonnu Smith spent 4 productive years in Tennessee, but really broke out in 2020 with a career-high 41 catches and 8 touchdowns. They really love his ability to get downfield.
On 1st down, Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And Folk's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
This leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off. Let him chew up the yardage plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. They'll run with White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a good, nice, crisp first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's White. Makes the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Harris has it over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamie Collins, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on first down. Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
But sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On the give, it's White. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll indeed take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And Folks' kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. And that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England,
it's a victory for Mac Jones in his debut at quarterback.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.